Alright, got this stuff sorted. Here's the results. Got a few pots in here, cups, that just totally died. Couldn't even tell you what they were. Here's a bunch of material that was just dead because I cleaned the stuff off, and I sorted everything and unwrapped everything pretty well. So there wasn't a whole bunch of waste. Here's my Macarenia zinnias. They should probably be bigger and way better looking than they are. I've got a bunch of Grandpa Ott's morning glories. One of the interesting things I found is that, see, some of them got very branchy and some of them grew as a single stem pretty much. I think the trick is when you see this one here, like pruning any other plant, when you take out the main lead, it shoots out more and it gets more bushier. So really, if I wanted this thing to take off, I would snip it right here and then it would grow more branches. See, I did that experimentally with a few of them, took out the main lead and they got really bushy. Main lead, bushy. See, this one I may not have done that. Okay. Also very interesting to note is that these are roots growing out of the shoot. And what happened was this made contact with the water that the cup was sitting in and grew roots. So then what I can do is cut it right here, and then this becomes a whole new plant. What's interesting to note is that the moonflower, I have two of these, does the same thing. Look at these roots right here. That's coming right off a branch. So what I can do is cut it here and plant it. And I got another section doing the same thing here. So I can cut it there and plant it. So this one plant has now become three. And that method of reproduction is called the serpentine method, by the way. Here are my chocolate white edge morning glories. Doing really good. See, it would behoove me to cut them to make them branch out. See, I should have done that when they're younger. Here's a couple young stubby ones. Maybe I could do that right now. Just give them a little pinch. Oh. Alright, see, I just took that off. And then this will flush out. See here? I'm going to pinch that. And then it'll become bushy. Unlike these, which are pretty much lanky. Here are my giant bicolor marigolds, and they should probably be much bigger, but we know I've neglected them and they're pretty root bound, and that's why everything's still so small. Here's a really pathetic looking 4 o'clock. But that's actually easy to correct. And believe it or not, with these, you can snap them off right here and plant the cuttings, and they do really well. They even form the big thick root from a cutting that they do from a seed. Here's my tobacco plants struggling in there. My datura forming a nice seed pod. My really lanky celosia. For some reason this one branched out, and I don't know why, because I didn't cut the main shoot or anything, but there you go. They just look weird. Couple of really, I don't know, columbines. This one's doing okay. These ones, maybe they'll catch up. But something really interesting, I found seeds. These are Grandpa Ott's Morning Glory seeds. It's a mature seed pod, an immature seed pod. And look at all my bicolor marigold seeds. They come from the deadheads. That's an immature flower, and this is a mature flower. Once you break it open, you get all these seeds. Alright, now I gotta get this stuff repotted. Or transplanted out. More likely. Except for the vines. I think I'll put my vines in pots. And hang them. Except for the grandpa ots. I think I'll do my moonflowers and my specialty chocolate weighted morning glories into pots. See if I get them going hanging style. The rest I'll get planted out somewhere nice. And then I gotta deal with these poor strawberry plants too. God, my strawberries did terrible. That's my fault. Alright, later.